Hey everybody, welcome back to New in Town. I'm Allyssa Jones. Today, Christien Bold, a great vocalist in town, is stopping by to teach me how to make catfish po' boys. He's going to be joined by a couple of his friends to sing some music, read something of mine, and then we're going to eat. And a lot. Are you ready for the magic? Great. Take a seat, because we're about to get started.
Wild Tapatulas down in New Orleans, prettiest Indians that you ever seen. Them wild magnolias, they jump to them night wall hunters. You know they coming through.
Well, we have some foolproof recipes. The main course is from your mom.
Yeah.
She sent us her special coating for the catfish.
Yeah.
So we can make catfish po' boys.
Yeah.
And then this is going to become German potato salad.
Okay.
It's very different from the kind that we know and love. I spent a lot of time in Philly. I'd actually from 5th grade through high school. And then I went back and taught middle school.
Okay.
After college. And and I'm born and raised a Lutheran. So it's a big German tradition. So the potlucks would have this. And it's not a mayonnaise base, it's a vinegar and oil. You were saying when you got in that your mom has a food or had a food blog?
She had a food blog. I think it's still up right now. Her name is Nicole Moliere, Moliere.
Okay.
I'm sure if you type in Nicole Moliere, you'll get to the blog.
Okay.
And it was kind of, it's designed to harken back to her people. So she came up, she was born in New Orleans, but her people, my people, I guess, are from Plaquemines Parish. Okay. And it's a little bit of an older, it's a little bit more country. People out there cooked a lot. I knew my great-grandmother's house for the smells in her house. It was smoke and gumbo. That was the two smells that we knew. So that was her whole thing, was to give a historical context of a lot of the food that we know and love from New Orleans.
So we've got the bacon for the German potato salad. It's almost ready. So my sister taught me to do the bacon this way, if I had to make a lot of bacon, because a friend of hers is a caterer. He said that they put it in here and in big pots and they stir it. Yeah. And if you think about it, when you go to like the breakfast buffet at the hotel, the bacon isn't straight, it's always curly. Because you gotta cook all that for masses.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do, since the pot got a little hot, we'll go on ahead and take this out and then transfer the oil to yet another pot. This is my mother's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mother passed away in 2002.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And so this whole series is partly about that too, like me settling some way finally. I feel I've been like moving around and feel like I haven't had roots for a very long time. And she was a genealogist by hobby. There's a website called Afrogenius. It's the first place where African Americans could go and research their history far enough back until you can't find us anymore, right?
Yeah. Because
it's like the records are 5 cows and 6 Negroes, and then your name changes when you get sold. So we don't know where we are.
Yeah.
But she got us back pretty far, and she discovered that there's a branch of us that started here. And so this moving here is also partly about that. I need to make the dressing, so let me go back here. I think now I just put all the stuff. Great, okay, so for what we're gonna toss it in. While you're crumbling the bacon, I'm gonna make this sauce. I used half of a large onion, apple cider vinegar, olive oil, 1/4 cup of each of these things, a bit of salt, Dijon mustard, and pepper. And then sugar, we gotta have the sucre. Look at you. That's like Food Network level technique.
Trying to be all right. I'm gonna take some of these stragglers though.
You left those there on purpose. You're not fooling nobody, Christien Bold.
At this point,
look, one fell into my hand.
Yeah.
Oopsie. All right, give that a bit of a toss. Stir that around. Doesn't that look yummy?
Yeah, already.
You ready to fry some fish?
Yes.
I'm gonna fry the fish. How about you cut the bread? I'm gonna pull those last fillets out of the oil. We'll stick them in the oven to hold because we got to play now.
Okay.
I'm ready to play. You ready to play?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. So, gentlemen, what will you be playing first?
It's a standard that needs no introduction.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Needs no intro. Okay.
We gonna do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Autumn leaves drift by my window. Autumn leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, summer kisses, yeah, sunburned hands. Since you ran away, the nights grow long. Oh, and soon I'll hear winter's soul. But I miss you most of all, my darling.
I don't have anything to say. It's just so lovely. What next? You gonna do an original?
So we're gonna do a tune entitled "Swinging at the Haven," which is originally an instrumental tune written by Ellis Marsalis, also in the Silver Book. And I wrote some lyrics to it a year or so ago, and I haven't performed them enough. So I wanted to do it again today with two of the greatest cats in the world and see where it goes. So we hope y'all will enjoy. Ooh. I've never been told how my story will go. The song of my life never sounded quite right, but here, swinging and a swinging with you, I think I finally see the truth. Yes, I owe you a thank you. And once I was lost, yes, but now I am found. The joy that you share brought me back to the ground. A blessing swinging at the haven of love. I know you'll never ever turn me away, and now we're singing, swinging for love. Fit way, fit do, but do you bo bet, bet bet ba do do. Bet da ya bo bo bo, bet ba ba do do, sa da ya do bo bet for lady. Ba ba do ya ba ba da de ba do de ba bo bo it said they got 5 foot day. Bet for do bam ba da 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 da. Bet da da ya ba so ba da be am ba ba do. Bem ba be ya we ya hey ya hey. I've never been told how my story will go. The song of my life never sounded quite right, but here, singing and a swinging with you, I think I finally see the truth. Yes, I owe you a thank you. And once I was lost, yes, but now I'm found. The joy that you share brought me back to the ground. A blessing swinging at the haven of love. I know you'll never ever turn me away, and now we're swinging, swinging, singing, swinging, singing, swinging for love. Yeah.
Yes, all the yes. Yay! Thank you for taking a risk and sharing those lyrics. You need to do more lyrics.
Well, that's going to be on the record.
Oh, it is?
Trying to put out by the end of the year.
Yay.
We recorded that.
Yay, we will be waiting for that with bated breath. That was wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
So we got a little time to maybe read down the one that I have on the music stand. Is that okay? So the reason why we're doing this tune and not something from the, pulling the standard chart or something like that, or some funky arrangement of something, is because Christien, when we first sat down and talked, you talked about your coming to this field, right? And we talked about that, and I was and then you posted about it a couple weeks ago.
Uh-oh.
And so I'm going to read this back to you, which is why we're doing this, and because we've been, the
Okay.
theme of today has been like this intersection that we all live in, right? And we can't be ashamed or afraid to do that, right? Because other people will make you feel like you have to choose. And you don't have to choose if you do everything that you want to do with intention and with integrity and with craft, right? So you don't have to pick. So here's what you said. Believe it or not, I'm not really a jazz singer. Honestly, it astounds me that this style is where I've settled over the past few years. I got my chops from singing choral music and the music of Donald Fagen, Zapp and Roger. I don't know what that is. What's that? Javan. I have to look that up. Oh, nice. Chaka Khan, Earth, Wind and Fire, and a million others, all while at school or at home alone. But I found myself wanting to get to the root of the music I came up on, and that desire led me to the music they call jazz. It's actually quite difficult for me, I can't lie, and it's a major departure from what I imagined myself doing when I would fantasize about hitting the stage as a youth. But I think that's why I'm in love with it. I always saw it as insurmountable, but now I think I'm finally starting to get a grip on it. Keyword, starting. I love that. And one of the things I said to you when we met the first time was that you remind me of my kids. And it's the same story. Kids came up, singing how they were singing, where they were singing, and in 3 years reading music beautifully and singing circles around me which is the point. Like, that was always my goal. Your job is to get better than me before you leave me and make me want to get better than you. I want to always be catching up to you as your teacher. That's how I want always live my life. And so that's, you know, why I wanted you to come. And this is really inspiring, and I hope it continues to inspire some of those folks that are thinking they can't do something, because we just heard you. That's all I'm gonna say. Can we try to read this? Is that okay? Cool. And so when I run out of words, you get to do a solo. We're going to do it twice for you. Have some running room. Sing some of those gorgeous lines that you were just singing. Okay. It's only 3 chords, so. Cool. Cool. Awesome. 1, 2, 1, 2, come. Feel a different way of kissing. I am a new toy, a change of scenery, a shiny thing with angel's wings that gives you what you need. But I bleed, and every time you leave I'm unblinded. I'm reminded I am additional, ancillary, tangential, complementary, an extra girl. Like baby's breath and heather, and silence filled with talk of weather, an extra girl. Hold me in your mind for years. Finally, we are standing here. I am the gold prize, the lottery, the perfect thing with eagle's wings who sees all that you see. But I cry, and every time you hide, I'm unblinded. I'm reminded I am additional, ancillary, tangential, complementary, an extra girl. Like baby's breath and heather, and silence filled with talk of weather, an extra girl. Tangential, complementary, an extra girl. Like baby's breath and heather, and silence filled with talk of weather, an extra girl, an extra girl. Additional, ancillary, tangential, complementary, an extra girl. Like baby's breath and heather, and silence filled with talk of weather, an extra girl. myself together and finally fine like porcelain, clear like crystal, steady like stone. I'll be just fine on my own. I'll be just fine.
I gotta learn this song.
Yay!
So I can
Thank
do, like,
you.
some-
Yeah. It's nice to play it with y'all. Cool. Who's hungry?
Me. Yes, we can.
Starving?
Yeah.
That catfish has been waiting for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's been in the oven this whole time in the warmer. We need to put it on the bread and eat it. Yes, thank you guys. It was so great. So we're hungry. Yes, let's eat. We've got catfish po' boys, courtesy of Christien's mom. Thank you for coaching me through those. And then we have German potato salad, which is my nod to my days in growing up outside of Philly. So we'll just eat it.
Ladies first.
Yeah. Oh, no.
No?
No, please grab. Seriously, everybody can. Oh, and then the iced tea, and it's pre-sweetened. So yeah, please don't be scared. Just grab your sandwich. There's a little mayo right there if you need to do something to your bread besides the whatever's coming off of the fish there.
My boy jumping, flag boy too. Whoever ain't ready, you know what to do. They so.
Your sister lives here too?
She just moved here. She moved here on Monday of last week. She's lived here a week, and she's like, why don't I just move to New Orleans? We've not lived in the same city as adults. And
That's awesome.
and she found a job. She's over at University of Holy Cross.
Oh, wow.
She's a new registrar there, and she had a good first day yesterday. But it's been so great to have family. And one of the things I was telling Christian is that this town. I think we think that it has deep roots in our family, but she had the same reaction that I did. The first time you come here. If you're supposed to be here, you know it, and so it just confirmed that this is just a great place to be, and for a lot of reasons. And so it's just I haven't lived with my close family near me since I was a kid. I'm the one that's living all over the place, and people had my address in pencil in address books when you still used to have an address book. And my name in pen and my address in pencil because they would have to erase it every 2 years. And so for me to step off a plane and be like, no, I found my home is pretty, especially at my age, it's pretty remarkable. So, and now my sister's here.
It's a place that brings people together, man. It's a place where you could work a corporate job full time here and still feel like you're free a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You feel more free, and you feel more, like I said earlier, just welcomed. There's people from here that welcome you, and there's people that ain't even from here that still are that way. You know what I'm saying? It kind of rubs off on the people as they come.
And I think it attracts people that want to be that way, right?
Yeah.
Because if you don't like that, you're going to stay where we came from.
Yeah, stay in LA or wherever.
Right, exactly. Stay where people don't interact this way.
Yeah, in my plans, I was.
So good. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I'm so freaking happy right now. Keep
In my-
talking. Go ahead.
In my plans, I was only gonna be in New Orleans for a year.
Wow.
So I graduated at LSU. I didn't get a chance to come here to hang out, to do the hangs and play much
Oh,
because
wow.
I was super busy, man,
In school.
in school. So, with a couple of friends of mine that were doing the commute, even though they were living in Baton Rouge, they would come a lot to New Orleans to play. It's like, man, you should come down here more often, whatever. So, all right, let me try a year. After graduation, I'm gonna take 1 year off school in between, undergrad and masters. So I'm just gonna chill in New Orleans for a year, then. Then I keep going, And it's almost the end of the year. No, man, I think I'm gonna stay here for a little while. It's been almost 5 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the initial plan?
Grad school up north. I applied to New England, Eastman, something like that.
Man, you could have been gone, man.
What?
You could have been gone. I'm so glad you didn't go.
I'm glad too. I'm glad too.
Me too. We're all glad you're still here.
Gee whiz. Because everybody's leaving. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes to grad school and stuff.
But I feel like people come back. Like that's the story I keep hearing. So people go for a while and then they end up coming back. Now, Noah, you are from Vermont.
Yep.
And I came here from Boston, so we have that New England thing in common. How long have you, what brought you down here and how long have you been here?
What originally brought me down here was going to Loyola for my undergrad, but I only stayed there for a year and a half because that wasn't really what I hoped it would be. And just, you know, as soon as I started playing around the city, I realized I didn't really need to be there. So, then I actually went to UNO where maybe me and Oscar went to school together for like a week or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I don't remember seeing you. Maybe it was the week that I didn't go to school.
That was the week you took off, was the week you went.
Yes, exactly.
But I mean, yeah, when I came down here and visited, when I got into school here, I was thinking of some other schools like City College in New York and stuff. And after I visited here, it's just like,
No.
I've been to New York a bunch of times, and I was like, wow, New Orleans is so much more different from, you know, the place I've been up north, and just a lot more fun energy here.
It's one of the things that made me excited to come here is the fact that folks cross lines, right? Not just the musicians though, the audiences also cross lines, which in other places that doesn't happen. You have musicians that cross lines, right? But they don't carry their audience with them across those lines, right? And particularly, you know, I don't know. So that was just something as a well-rounded vocalist, writing things that have nothing to do with anything I sing on a given day, was really important to me to not have to worry about, you know, who's going to show up, right? It's everyone's going to show up because they just love good music, and it just doesn't matter.
And they're
right?
looking for a new stimulation.
Exactly. Everyone's good here, which is so great.
There is kind of an unspoken standard,
Yeah.
I've noticed. Like an unspoken thing where you know, like a certain level of dedication that people can just sense about you in your playing.
Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me today, for coming over and eating and talking and playing and cooking and managing the cooking. And if you would real quick just give a, you know, over the next couple of months, where can people see you, like generally? Are you going to be on tour anywhere? What's your, you know, where can we find you online? Just real quick, just make a quick whip and give us some info.
The big news I have is I'm putting out an album in March. It'll be my second album under my own name.
Yes, sir.
And I released the first single like last week, and really got a few more coming up, but the whole thing's coming out in March. I'm doing an album release party March 22nd at One Eye Jazz. And, yeah, so I'm excited about that. It's been a lot of work that's been put into that.
Well, I do want to put a record out by the end of the year, like October-ish. We recorded some stuff last year, and I want to go in the studio and record more of my music this coming summer, which is going to lean more toward it's not going to be swinging as much as I thought it would be. It's a bit more of a neo-soul kind of situation. And that's going to be recorded with the band Soul Swing. And we've been trying to keep that band name and that group together for a while. So by the end of the year, I should actually have some news similar to my brother over here, putting the record out finally. So yeah.
So besides the weekly gigs that I have with Spotted Cat, almost 7 hours there on Sundays from 7 p.m. with Robin Barnes, and then with Pat Case in the New Sound later around 10:30. And on Mondays, I'm playing with John Boutte at DBA, which that was,
Nice.
I'm very excited about that gig. I'm just learning a lot of New Orleans songs, you know, and John's amazing, so.
Yeah.
And also a couple of recordings, like with John, we did a quartet recording. No drums, bass, guitar, piano, and John, and we just redid some of his music and some standards. So that's coming up soon. And of course, Jazz Fest is in I'll be playing with Jabute, Cuban wonder Alexei Martin.
Yes.
Well, I want to thank you guys for coming. Thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to check out all of these guys where they said, and remember to click around the page to get to their links. This is episode 2 signing off. I'm going to finish my sandwich. Bye. This is so good. I'm so excited to be eating this. Well, that wraps it up for episode 2 of New in Town. Please visit the artists that you met today on all of their social media pages. Check out their websites, go see them in person, and be sure to come back here for next week's episode of New in Town.